Well, guys and girls, it's been a while since I made a video. I'm gonna grind some corn today for the old cabbies. The old 966. We're gonna see if she'll start. I find it pretty funny, people out there doing cold starts when it's, well, you know, 30 degrees out and they've got a $150,000 tractor and it barely starts, and here I've got a 1970s model tractor or whatever the hell year it is, and I bet it starts. Oh my goodness, it started, boys. But we're gonna let this warm up. We're gonna be back when when I get close to setting it up to grind. Alright, well, this is grinding corn from the house, the main yard here. I've been grinding corn out of a different bin away from the farm. Here, that's where I stored my corn at, and Dad's corn is stored here. We're actually out of corn that I had stored at the other farm, so we're down to using out of the home bins here. And we used to just load this grinder up and then drive it up there to the pile and dump it and load it up and drive it up there. But you know, we've made a significant change this year on what we're feeding the cattle, the calves. Mainly, biggest changes, we decided to finish the calves instead of backgrounding them to 800 or so pounds like we normally do. So we decided to finish them, so we're using a lot of corn right at the moment. How about 50? Just on the calves we're using 5,300 pounds a day, I think. Something like that. So we're gonna, I think I made a video kind of on how we were doing this, but I'm gonna try to show it maybe a little bit better now that we're at home here. But I'm gonna put the auger out to the side and just start the grinder and bring the feed wagon down and just go ahead and dump it that way. So I'm gonna get this set up and I'll catch you guys in just a few minutes once I get this auger out and cranked up high enough so we can go ahead and load that feed wagon up. That feed wagon holds about in between 20,000 and 20. Oh, what the heck was that? In between 20,000 and up to maybe 25 if a guy pushes it a little bit, but I think we'll just not push it today. Maybe grind 1,100, 60,000 pounds or something, and we'll go from there. So we'll catch you guys here in just a few minutes, and once we get started, I'll show you guys kind of firing it up, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, we're got it started up here. I'm sure it's awful loud. There we be, boys and girls. Ain't got the wagon on yet, but I'll turn it on here before too long. I think it grinds about 1,000 pounds a minute. Yeah, overall, very simple. Turn on the auger, turn on the grinder, and dump it into that. Got my bin all the way open already, I guess. vibrating over and hitting that auger. Anyhow, I'll show you guys how I dump it and push it up in a pile. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Well, we're just pulling up to the pile. Got about just shy of 23,000 pounds on the old feed wagon. Just pull towards the end of it. Gotta open the door, turn on the conveyor, turn on the PTO, and let her flow. A little feed in there. Thing about using the feed wagon to haul corn, you sure end up getting a lot of the shit cleaned out of it. Worked on putting in a few more blocks today. Here in the next few weeks we should have some more to hopefully, I'm either going to go 3 or 4 high around the whole thing. I haven't decided yet. Already down to 7,000 pounds in there out of 23,000, so that's not too bad. Then we'll just come with our loader and we push it up into a pile. I said it earlier, I think, we're using 5,300 pounds a day, so that was only roughly enough corn for 4 days. So we're using a lot of corn right now. Shut everything off, shut the door, clean the conveyor off, go back for another load. That's how normally I wait, but I'll just, looks like he's going to do that. So he'll push that up. I might show you guys pushing up the next load. I'll see you in a while.